gonna go with this. The thing right here, right? When you start at verse, go to Colossians 3 and 1. You're gonna see it's just giving an order of family, husband, wives, your sons, your servants, which is your people. How each and every one got to treat. That's why I say in verse 4, because it continues on. He said, and you that are hired him, you better treat him right. The white folk wasn't doing that. We were working for free. They was killing us. That's the difference. They used the Bible. Remember in Deuteronomy 28 it says, you shall serve them for everything. They gave us Christianity. In Christianity, they said, you ain't gonna read, and I'm gonna tell you what it means, right? So let me break this down to you, and then if you got a question, I got you, okay? I'm gonna break it down to you. Lord's will. Give me this. Start at 17.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Jesus, giving thanks to God and the Father by him. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Because remember, listen, my brother, they're giving an order. It's to give order. Like the husband, when you read in Ephesians 5, 1 Peter 3, he tells how the husband's supposed to treat their wives. We're not supposed to abuse them. We got to take care of them. We got to sacrifice the way Christ did, right? He's also telling the wives, listen, just the way they got, a certain way they got to treat you. You got to treat them the same way too, right?
I understand all
so
that.
I got you. It's going to break it down. It's going to. It's going to.
As it is fit in the Lord.
Go ahead, read on.
Husbands, love your wives.
Because it's in the same chapter. So he's saying, listen, start. Wives, do your duties correctly. Husband, do your duties correctly.
Hold on.
And be not bitter against them.
Keep going.
Children, obey your parents in
now
all
we're dealing
things.
with the children in the family, right? In the house. Wife, husband, children.
For this is well-pleasing unto the Lord.
Keep reading.
Fathers, provoke not your children to anger.
Treat your children correct. Raise them up correctly the way I say.
Lest they be discouraged.
Keep reading.
Servants.
Now, you see that's what I read it, because it keeps it in context. Wives, you better do like I tell you how to treat your husband. Husband, treat your wife the way I tell you. Treat your children the way I tell you. And raise them. Now, servants,
obey in all things your
because it's in the household. Now, servants, you better listen to him just like you better listen to Christ. She better listen to you, and the kids better listen to you.
Stay in the household always.
Right? Go ahead.
According to the flesh.
So you gotta treat them correctly, right? So if your master, your people, you gotta what?
Servants, obey in all things your masters.
Obey them correctly in the Bible.
According to the flesh.
According to the flesh. Now, go to verse 4 and 1, because it's given how it is. Then we go to Leviticus 25.
Colossians chapter 4, verse 1.
Now, the servants, not the slave, the servants. Now it's talking about the master that hired him.
Masters, give unto your servants that which is just and equal.
Treat them right, because remember, they're a hired servant. They're not working for free. You better treat them right, and don't treat them hard, and pay him.
Knowing that ye also have a master in heaven.
Because if you don't, I'm going to destroy you and afflict you. Now go to Leviticus 25, and this is where the law comes from. The New Testament repeats the Old Testament. It repeats it, 25 again. And then I'm going to read the difference between a real slave and your brother.
Leviticus chapter 25, verse 39.
Start with 44, and then we're going to get the difference.
Verse 44.
This is another nation.
Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids.
Your slave woman and your slave men. Now this is the other nation. These are real slaves, not servants.
Which thou shalt have.
Bond means slave.
That's what I say. These are real slaves, not your people. But he said, Israel,
which thou shalt have.
So the slave men and the slave women which you shall have
shall be of the heathen.
What's the heathen? The heathen is the other nation, the Gentiles.
That are round about you. Of them shall ye buy bondmen.
So of the other nations, Israel, you are going to buy them.
Bondmen and bondmaids.
Go ahead.
Moreover, of the children of the strangers that do sojourn among you.
But your people, the Israelites.
Of them shall ye buy, and of... verse 39.
Read it. Yeah.
Of them shall ye buy, and of their families that are with you.
So you're going to buy them, right? Now jump to the 39.
Verse 39.
Jump to 35.
Verse 35.
Listen to this.
And if thy brother be waxen poor.
Now your brother, he didn't say the other nation. He said if thy brother
be waxen poor and fallen in decay with thee.
You hear that? You hear that, brother?
That's a smoke bomb.
Hey, you listening? he didn't listen to the last one.
Yeah,
Leviticus chapter 25, verse 35. And if thy brother be waxing poor.
So now it's not talking about the nation, it's talking about your brother, the Israelite. But if your brother goes in hard times, which a whole bunch of us are hard times, I'm in hard times, everybody's in hard times. If they in hard times and they lost their job, for instance,
and fallen in decay with thee,
right, they with you,
then thou shalt relieve him.
you're gonna help him out.
right.
Yea, though he be a stranger. Or
No, he's not from he's not from you, right? He's outside of his neighborhood. I'm making it more in our modest term, right? Remember, back then we had our own land.
Yeah.
Judah had their own land. Judah, Ephraim had their own land. So let's say, listen, I'm broke in my country of Ephraim. I'm going to Judah and I go to my brother, man, I'm in hard times. Can you help me out? Can you hire me? He's a stranger because he's not from Judah. He's from Ephraim. He said, okay, I got you.
or a sojourner, that he may live with thee.
That he may live with me.
Take thou no usury of him.
Usury is they say, hey, listen, yeah. Usury is like what this government does to us. I pay you, I loan you $1,000, but boy, the interest gonna be 15.9%. That's about 5,000 or whatever. I want interest back. You're not gonna do that to your man. You're not gonna do that to your people. Don't treat them wrong.
Or increase, but fear thy God, that thy brother.
Hey, listen, that's the same thing, right, my brother? Listen, didn't that say, and read that part again?
Take thou no usury of him, or increase,
right?
But fear thy God.
We read that in Colossians. You're gonna fear him because you got a master. You're gonna do right with him because you fear your master.
That thy brother may live with thee. Thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury.
So you're not gonna do him dirty. I'll give you some money, but I want interest back. I'll give you 20, I want 25 back. Don't do that to him.
Nor lend him thy victuals for increase.
Right? I'm gonna get. I let you ride my car, but I want something in return. Don't do that. Now jump to the law. This is what we was going to. It all goes to the difference between what they taught us. They manipulate it and say master. You don't read in Colossians or in Ephesians master. It say servants because it's coming back to Leviticus 25, the law to us.
Leviticus chapter 25, verse 39. And if thy brother that dwelleth by thee be waxen poor,
saying the same thing again,
and be sold unto thee, thou shalt not compel him to serve as a bondservant.
Right? You're not gonna finish that off.
But as an hired servant.
You're gonna treat him right because you hire him. As a hire, you're gonna treat him right. You're gonna give him a place to live. You're gonna give him food, and you're gonna pay him for his job. That's why go back and come back up.
Yeah.
Come back to Colossians 4:1 again.
Colossians chapter 4, verse 1. Masters, give unto your servants that which is just and equal.
We just read that in Leviticus. That's what that means. So when you hear Christianity, they use that, and we thought that it's saying, why does it say serve slaves, obey your masters? They manipulated that when they killed our elders. When we little kids, they could teach us whatever. That's why go back to Deuteronomy 28:48.
Say peace, fellas. Thank y'all for y'all time.
So, do you have a better understanding of that?
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation